Hey, Anthony. Today's story is It's Raining Worms, written by Anne Harth. All right, let's see what it's raining. Let's go to the park, Ryan said. Johnny looked out the window. It's too wet, he said. No, it's perfect. Ryan grabbed their coats. It only happens when it's wet. Wonder what they're talking about. What only happens when it's wet? What happens? Johnny said. It rains worms, Ryan said. It does not. Yes, it does. Come on, I'll show you. This I gotta see. The boys walked into the street. Johnny looked up at the sky. I don't see any worms. Look at the ground. Ryan splashed through a puddle. It only happens near the park. They turned a corner. Johnny could see the swings. Look carefully, Ryan said. They should be around here. Johnny stared at the ground. There, he pointed. A shiny, slimy worm slithered on the road. They walked on. There's another one, Ryan said. Do you like worms? I'm not a big worm fan, but this is pretty cool. And another one. Johnny looked around. Worms are everywhere. That big puddle is full of them, he said. But they didn't come from the sky. They came from the ground. Just then, a girl rode her bike through the puddle. Water flew everywhere, and worms did too. A worm landed on Ryan's arm. Another one landed on Johnny's shoulder. See? Ryan flicked the worm off Johnny's shoulder. It does rain worms. That was pretty funny. So, why did worms land on Johnny? Do you remember why? It was after the little girl drove through the water and kicked all the worms up. What type of day is it? I think you remember that. Right, it's a rainy day. Where on Ryan did the worm land? Do you remember where the worm landed? It landed on Ryan's arm. And then remember, his buddy Johnny flicked it off. And where were the worms coming from? Did the worms really come from the sky? No, they came from the ground. That's where worms come from. Hope you enjoyed the story. Catch you next time.